again. I'll be reading four, part four, question, question two. Is any form of life really simple? Okay, here we go. How fast can a cell reproduce? Some bacteria can make replicas of cells within 20 minutes. Each cell copies all the controlling computer programs. Then it divides. If it had unlimited access to fuel, just one cell could increase in number exponentially. Exponentially. At that rate, it would take only 2 days to produce a clump of cells with a weight more than 2,500 times greater than that of the Earth. Cells that are more complex can also replicate quickly. For example, when you were developing in your mother's womb, new brain cells formed at the astonishing rate of 250,000 per minute. Human manufacturers often have to sacrifice quality to produce an item at a fast pace. How is it possible then that cells can reproduce so fast and so accurately if they are the product of undirected accidents? Accidents. The cell factory, how proteins are made. Like an automated factory, the cell is full of machines that assemble and deliver complex products. Why do these facts matter? The complex molecules in the simplest living things cannot reproduce alone outside the cell. They break down inside the cell. They cannot reproduce without the help of other complex molecules. For example, enzymes are needed to produce a special energy molecule called ADENOSINE TRIPHOSPHATE. But energy from ATP is needed to produce enzymes. Similarly, DNA section 3 discusses this molecule is required to make enzymes, but enzymes are required to make DNA. Also, other proteins can be made only by a cell, but a cell can be made only with proteins. Only with proteins. The footnote reads, some of the cells in the human body are made up of about 10 billion protein molecules of several 100,000 different kinds. End of footnote. Microbiologist RABU POPH does not agree with the Bible's account of creation, yet in 2004 he asked, how can nature make life if we failed with all the experimental conditions controlled? He also stated the complexity of the mechanisms required for the functioning of a living cell is so large that a simultaneous emergence by chance seems impossible. What do you think? The theory of evolution tries to account for the origin of life on Earth without the necessity of divine intervention. However, the more that the scientists discover about life, the less likely it appears that it could arise by chance to sidestep the CILE-MMA. Some revolutionary scientists would like to make a distinction between the theory of evolution and the question of the origin of life. But does that sound reasonable to you? The theory of evolution rests on the notion that a long series of fortunate accidents produce life to start with. It then proposes that another series of undirected accidents produce the astonishing diversity and complexity of all living things. However, if the foundation of the theory is missing, what happens to the other theories that are built on this is to mutation. Just as a skyscraper built without a foundation would collapse, a theory of evolution that cannot explain the origin of life will crumble. After briefly considering the structure and function of a simple cell, what do you see evidence of many accidents or proof of brilliant design? If you are still unsure, take a closer look at the master program that controls the functions of our cells. Facts and questions. Facts. The extraordinarily complex molecules that make up a cell, DNA, RNA, proteins, seem designed to work together. Question: what seems more likely to you? Did unintelligent revolution construct the intricate machines depicted on page 10, or were those machines the product of an intelligent mind? Fact: some respected scientists say that even a simple cell is far too complex to have arisen by chance on Earth. Question: if some scientists are willing to speculate that life came from an extraterrestrial source, what is the basis for ruling out God as that source? If the skyscraper must collapse because it has a flimsy foundation, must not the theory of evolution collapse because it has no explanation for the origin of life? That's the end of question 2. I'll be reading question 3 next. Okay, bye for now.